Hello there. So, this is the part of the review where everyone has to do a quick go-over of the DC Extended Universe before we start reviewing the subject. The DCEU took flight in 2013 and rather immediately ran into some turbulence with Man of Steel. An engine failed with Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice and everything started crashing. Suicide Squad seemed like a suitable replacement engine, but it was still in a tailspin. Wonder Woman was able to pull the thing out of said tailspin, but then the pilots decided to just go very slow with Justice League, and I'd say that after that the DCEU's jet had pretty much nearly depleted its fuel. So what does Aquaman do for the DCEU? Well, given how much money it's made so far, I'd say that the DCEU is safe for a little bit longer. In all seriousness though, Aquaman is pretty damn okay. I'd say that it's the best movie in the DCEU, at least that's my opinion. Though I feel that I should say that I'm like the only person in the world who didn't love Wonder Woman. So I guess that my rating of the DCEU movies would go Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, Justice League, Suicide Squad, and then Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Anyway, Aquaman is directed by James Wan with Jason Momoa and Amber Heard reprising their roles as Aquaman and Mera from Justice League, with Willem Dafoe, Patrick Wilson, Dolph Lundgren, and Nicole Kidman in supporting roles. The story is where our main villain, the Ocean Master, portrayed by Wilson, is waging a war with the surface world and kind of announces it by returning all of the waste that humans put in the ocean to the cities, as well as sunken ships, and Mera tries to get Aquaman to claim his birthright and challenge Ocean Master for rulership of Atlantis and bring peace with the surface. So yeah, the movie isn't particularly subtle with its environmentalist themes, but given how much of our plastic ends up in the ocean, we should probably listen. Another theme of the movie is, racial? Aquaman, being the offspring of an Atlantean queen and a human lighthouse keeper, occasionally faces anti-half-mermaid racism from Atlanteans. It may seem a bit silly, but it gives the movie some substance, so give it a bit of leeway. This Eldritch abomination calls Aquaman a half-breed Mongol and... Believe it or not, I've actually had that kind of racism directed at me. Perhaps because of these serious themes, this movie that everyone is calling a silly, wacky, fun $200 million live-action cartoon for boys, I actually found to be quite serious. At the very least, I can take it more seriously than Venom, though I do find the movie to be serious. Jason Momoa still gets to have fun in the role while also getting to be serious in a few scenes and show that maybe he is a better actor than we all thought. And it seems like DC isn't trying to overcompensate Aquaman by making him super tough, because Jason Momoa also gets to be funny. Though there is one cringy line that he has to say, but I'll blame that on the screenwriters. Everyone cast in the movie does a good job and the digital de-aging effects are done well, though I'm guessing that Nicole Kidman didn't require a lot of work. Unfortunately, the villains suck. Ocean Master is one-dimensional and uninteresting, and the only thing that puts him up higher than Marvel's most forgettable villains is that he's also an Atlantean white supremacist or something. You know, given Momoa's own mixed ancestry, the metaphor probably works better than I initially thought. The villain is still boring, sorry. I didn't even like Black Manta, portrayed by Yara Abdul-Mateen. This character probably should have been saved for the sequel that's definitely going to happen now. And I'm sorry, but he's also the source of a big, dumb, pointless action scene that just stops the movie's pace. And for a movie that's 143 minutes long, you need to make sure that every scene matters. And that action scene didn't. You could have cut it and saved us 10 minutes. I will say that it's a very pretty movie. The underwater environments are unique looking and beautifully realized with top-notch CGI, as are the CGI characters. I guess that my final assessment of Aquaman is, if you enjoy superhero movies, this may be for you. If you're not into superhero movies, go see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, because that movie is for everyone. I was a young boy, this might have been my favorite movie of all time for like a week. But as an adult who pretends to be a critic, and also pretends to be an actor, and also pretends to be a director, I can say that I'm glad to have seen Aquaman, and I have added faith in the DC Extended Universe. Shazam! I think I might be excited. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Sayonara.